Alright, so we're going to do a very quick tutorial on how to be a president and how to do state buffs, how to open or close all of the appointments, all that good stuff. So you are the president, right? This is going to be the main hub right here, right down the bottom right hand corner, right next to the pets. Click on it and voila, this is your presidential um, palace, if you will. So, the most important thing, and this is going to be for state versus state or any other week, are the presidential skills. We're going to come here. Make sure you do receive tribute every single day. These are free gems that only the president gets, no one else gets. So, get those every single day. Don't forget. Don't worry about authority. It gets replenished by the rest of the people in the state, so no one cares. If you are not a Supreme President, you will not see this, so you don't have to worry about Supreme President will. But if you ever are a Supreme President, 10% lethality is pretty based. So, mobilize this thing I can't pronounce, I'm sorry. Research. These are going to be the state benefits. You can do one every week. Presidents are typically in their seat for 2 weeks at a time. So you're gonna mobilize once, maybe twice during the presidency. Same for the other two buffs. Medical advancement, use that as soon as CASO is done the first time, and then whenever is needed second time, depending on how volatile the state is. Ceasefire, basically you're preventing someone from attacking for 1 hour. The cutoff is, the cooldown is 2 hours, so you can only do it sparingly. Forced exile, you can move people away from wherever they are once every 4 hours. You are limited to 14 of those. And if you want to know where someone is, you have to have their name or their ID. You can basically find them really, really well. But for the purposes of this video, we are going to focus on mobilize, mercantilism, research, these three. So currently, mobilize is set to come online on Friday, January, I believe that is January the 16th. Yes, 2026. If we click on adjust, you're going to see that you have two options. Use now, which essentially is going to give you the option to use it as soon as possible. Currently we're on cooldown, but typically this would have been available. Use. What I would like to do is apply it in the future, so essentially schedule it in advance. So we want to have it start on the 16th at 00 hours UTC. You can also pick local time, whichever is easier. Just bear in mind that UTC and local time may not be the same day. So I always like to do it UTC. I know it's the 16th, 00 hours UTC. This doesn't really matter if you're not a Supreme President. If you are, you can be nice and do it for both states. I'm going to be nice and do it for both states. But if they were dicks during state versus state, I'm not going to do it. I don't care. So we're just going to do it adjust. Wait, make sure. Double, triple check. Always make sure it's 1:16, 00 hours. That's Friday. Adjust, confirm. Same thing for research. Research is set to come on tomorrow, the 12th. Well, technically it's the 13th. I'm sorry. So the 13th, Tuesday, 1:13, 00 hours. I'm again including both states because I'm a nice guy. Mobilize we can no longer use because we've used it twice. Well, never mind. So we are going to use mobilize again on the 16th. That's not right. It should be the 15th. Well, there you go. So mobilize is going to be 30% training speeds. We need to adjust that to be the 15th because that's Thursday. So 15th, 00 hours, adjust, confirm. Now, one thing to note. So while you can adjust these at any time, or you can just schedule them at any time, first week before SVS or before state versus state, make sure you put it on the day before, 30 minutes before that. Because if you're doing an automatic schedule, future dated schedule, Um, the cooldown is 6 days or 7 days and 30 minutes. So a week and 30 minutes is the cooldown. It's super stupid. Don't ask me why. It's just what it is. So if you're going to pre-set it for the 2 weeks, so you're going the first week you're going to set it is going to be a day before at 23:30 UTC. The week of state versus state, you're gonna be able to preset it the day you need to for 00 hours on that day. Typically, SVS schedule is construction on Monday, research on Tuesday, and mobilization on Thursday. We do that cadence so we can um, allow for people that don't have T11s to get T11s on Tuesday and then train them on Thursday. That's why we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and not Monday, Thursday, Friday, like we used to. Another good thing to do is appointments. If you are during the 2 weeks of SVS, always keep these open. So the way you do it is you come, of course, you come to your palace, come to appointments, pick any one. You're gonna have to do all 6 of them separately. So click the first one, click on the 3 dots or the 3 lines with the 3 dots in the bottom right hand corner, and then click on that automatically auto approval for applications from the 2 states. Well, currently I'm the Supreme President, so that won't apply if you're just the President. If you're a Supreme President, it's going to ask you, do you want to apply it for both states? You're going to select yes or no. And then that's going to auto approve. You don't have to worry about who's doing what, if you're asleep or if you're not at the game, you don't have to worry about, okay, so everybody's going to get their ministry positions. The only exception that I do not allow for just about anybody is the Minister of the Interior. Here's the reason why. Minister of the Interior has the ability to set and change how these behave. So basically they have the same exact authority as the President or the Supreme President. So it's very, very important to have someone you trust be the Ministry of the Interior. Unless you're in the game actively, because if they, fuck up, you can just unfuck it. So, yeah. This is the only one that is not automatically approved in my book. Everybody's different. If you want to, you can. But just expect some fuckery. Right. That, I believe, is the most important thing. Let's go. Okay, so punishment. Come on, we're not 12, so no one's punishing anyone. Grants. You are going to have this available right after Castle. It's once per presidency. Doesn't really matter who gets what. I don't care. Nobody cares. I mean, the people that receive them do care. Very much so. But it's going to be entirely up to the president who gets them and who doesn't. If you get it, great. If you don't get it, well, too bad, so sad. Nothing to worry about here. Yeah, if you want to say hello to the state or you want to, put out a specific message, an important message, for example, construction for this week is going to be Friday because I kind of fucked up the schedule the first week. That's on me. So we moved it from Monday to Friday, but that's typically not how it works. And yeah, set the flag to America. Haha.